Oh, get ready for some hot soup this week. So there's definitely some lingering fog. I had pockets of it, hills and valley of New Jersey, up into North Jersey, and now in Rockland County. We'll talk about that. The big thing we're going to have to talk about is the heat wave. But I want to set your Sunday stage because this is going to be exciting. From the red, white, and blue of our beloved First Alert weather tracker to this amazing history. So this is the Stony Point State Park Archway, also a gateway. This does not commemorate 250 years of our great country. This celebrates 300 years, I know, since a cat named Henry took a trip up a river that now bears his name. So this commemorates the Hudson River, which is right over there, and right over there, a pivotal battle for our independence, and an amazing way they fought that battle that is commemorated here in Rockland County. Coming up this morning, we're going to introduce you to some amazing work that Rockland County has done to encapsulate the history of this part of our area that is so important to our whole country. So, plus I just love looking at things. That's just gorgeous there. So we had to make a stop before we headed in. Right now, let's get you ready to face your day. First off, want to talk about there's some lingering shower activity, but we are wrapping that up. We are going to see some changes. So you can see the green on the screen checking out. Now you got to remember, a satellite image is a snapshot from space. Fog is right at the surface. So we'll check visibilities in a bit. The rain pushing farther into the Carolinas isn't much of an impact, but those storms pushing into the western lakes, that could impact us by midweek. Numbers right now, mid-50s to almost 70. These numbers compared to yesterday, it's cooler. But remember, we're going to bounce back. Today's the beginning of a warm-up. Dew points, and this is what Doug and Aziza are talking about. Dew points are way up there, close to the actual temperature. So that's why you're going to see some issues with visibility. Hour by hour, you're going to see numbers in the upper 70s. I think some thermometers hit the low 80s, but remember, it's going to feel warmer than that. Over the next few days, you've got to get ready. Tuesday will likely be our last day in the 80s. We're going to see dangerous numbers Wednesday through the 4th. We're going to talk about the potential for, I believe we're going to see widespread heat advisories. Proof of that already on the map to our west. We'll talk about that and fire up the tracker. We're going to take a little trip into the park and introduce you to some amazing history here in Rockland County. Right now, though, we'll send it right back to you guys in the studio.
All right, John, we look forward to it. Thank you. We'll check back in with you shortly.
Let's go over to John Elliott live in Stony Point with your First Alert forecast. Good morning, John.
But I agree. You know what? I mean, I don't want to be that kind of guy, but to the degree you're able, get your kids off their devices and get them out playing. Obviously, lots of water, sunscreen, pace themselves, keep the diet kind of light because the heat's going to be so high this week. But yeah, let's enjoy summer. So, I mean, I just want to real quickly before we dive into weather. So that's the Hudson River. When our light values come in a little bit better, you're going to be able to see the Hudson. Stony Point is a point in the river that was crucial to the American Revolution. And then this is going to be a wide swing for Vince. The battle was actually up this hill. So we're going to talk about how crucial this battle was and how they fought this battle. And there's a lighthouse up there, too. So, I mean, I know Rockland County residents, you know this routine and you know how beautiful this is up here. But we're going to share more of it coming up. Want to talk about the challenging weather that we're going to be facing. And I know there's so many fun things planned around the area. Let's make sure you're ready for the heat and humidity that is going to be a big feature for the week. First off, in the city right now, yes, there is fog out there. Now, one thing you're going to learn this week, I'm sure, from the rest of the team, there is a difference between fog and haze and smog. I think we're going to be dealing with more smog and haze than fog, with pollution content likely going up this week, too, with the heat dome. Mostly cloudy and 69. Wind is calm, so the calm wind does not help to mix away the morning gray, but it will. We'll mix that away. Yesterday, what a mess. You know, I tried to paint a dreary picture. I hope I was successful yesterday. Islip hit 80. Toms River was only at 71. Newark was 80. Central Park was 78. Now, 78 is below normal, but it was so sticky, it felt warmer than that. Your day today, 82. So we're close to where we should be, but with these high dew points, remember, those numbers are going to be somewhat misleading. Out of the gate, got to remind you, there's a 1 in 5 chance you're going to see an interruption shower or thunderstorm later today, and that just kind of sits in the forecast because of the heat and humidity. No organized rainmaker. You see that on the big view. The big storms are going to be pushing into the western lakes and into parts of the Cumberland Plateau, but in our area, it's just summer sizzle time. You look at the precip yesterday, the city rather meager, and it was just so kind of light and annoying, 0.14. But what's interesting are the temperatures and what they're going to do. We were below normal Friday and Saturday. Today we may be below normal by a degree when you do all the math, but boy, get ready, because later in the week it's going to be very, very challenging. Already, the National Weather Service has posted an extreme heat watch for our area with those real feel numbers between 105 and 110 Wednesday through your 4th of July Saturday. 7-day details kind of spill out all of the summer heat and the humidity. You've got numbers above normal, but you've got to remember it's the extreme heat. We could even see on the thermometer 100 degrees on Thursday. So this obviously is very serious stuff. Hey, I want to kind of tee up our coverage here. Came to Rockland County because there's a...
Every time I walk around the battlefield, I know what happened there. I know who stood there.
Anywhere you step in Rockland County, you're stepping on revolutionary soil. The Revolutionary War occurred outside of our windows. History happened here, and it is a story for everyone.
I love that line. History happened here. What you're seeing, part of this new series that Rockland County put together, celebrating the revolutionary history of Rockland County. So we're at the battlefield, and coming up next time we chat, we're going to talk to one of the historians you just met about the nature of this fight and why this fight was so important for our country as far as the PR battle overseas. Interesting historic dots we're going to connect here in Rockland County. Right now, though, we'll just ride back down the Hudson and hop off at 57th and send it back to you guys.
Even the rolling hills behind, John, are beautiful.
It's beautiful, and you can picture the history there. And if our viewers only knew what John's schedule looks like for the next week until the 4th, John is busy telling great stories about the history of our nation.
Are we hearing a train?
Yes, we are. It just seems like you are in Vermont.
In another era.
So much further away than you are. What a cool place, John. Thank you. He is in Rockland County. He's got our first alert forecast. Have you made your way up the hill, or what's the elevation compared to where we spoke to you last?
So it's a series of hills. It was this crucial Revolutionary War, brief but vital battle. So that's the Hudson River. I know with the kind of shading and the low cloud deck, it's hard to see. I just want to show you, like you come up here, and this, as we learned last week, this is where they would tether a cannon. I think it was a 12-pounder, and the cannon was facing that way, so the recoil would be this way. This is where the British were. Where were the Americans, and how did they pull it off? And why was that river so important, and why were these hills crucial to their victory? Oh, see, that's the great thing. You live here, and you can explore from Connecticut through the Hudson Valley into Jersey, all these great historic sites. So I hope America 250 is inspiring you. Now, as you explore this week, I want to inspire you to drink lots of water and pace yourself. I mean, this is the kind of weather that makes you sick in your stomach, in your head, so you have to be mindful of heat impacts. So let's talk about it. First off, numbers around the area, well, they look like this. Mid-50s to right around 70. compared to yesterday, it's actually a little bit cooler, but that's not going to last. Look at your dew points right now. Also, wow, dew points are right where the temperatures are. Wanted to check visibility. We do not have a dense fog advisory or anything like that, but we do have, over in White Plains, less than 1/10 of a mile visibility, so that's what we're looking at. That's why we're looking at that over my shoulder right there. Definitely more pronounced in the Hudson Valley. No rain, though. We have to wait. Those are those pop-up storms later today. We'll talk about that, and we're going to talk about some big heat that's popping, too, in your full forecast right now, though. We'll send it right back down the Hudson to you guys in the studio.
All right. Thank you, John, and we'll see you in just a bit.
In Stony Point, he's got your first alert forecast, John.
Mad Anthony Wayne here. Also, I was just told by Vince he was Bruce Wayne's, Batman's great-great-great-great-grandfather. We'll have some more fun with our friends from D.C. in a bit. You don't need to go to D.C. to get great history. We've got that right here. All right, let's talk about your weather first. Visibility is an issue, and over the next few days, heat and humidity are going to be a real challenge, so I want to make sure that you are ready for that. First off, in the city, you know what? Yeah, definitely some fog. It's more pronounced up here, but basically, temperatures are so close to the dew point, that's what you get, a cloud in front of your face. In the park right now, 69 feels humid, and it's going to feel humid all week. Calm winds don't help to mix it away. So look at that, Woodbury, 1/10 of a mile. And then you drive up through Westport, Bridgeport, you're at 5-mile visibility, and it's great. Jersey Shore, you're in great shape after a gloomy day yesterday. You've got a better summer Sunday. Radar satellite quiet. Expand the view. You see some storms popping well to the west. That's an organized rainmaker. Our concern is going to be heat, instability, and ample moisture at the surface popping up a storm. I just want to paint with a broad brush. All of the bright colors you see, Chicago, down to Kansas City, all the way down to Memphis, those are heat advisories. They're dealing with the possibility of 105 real feel numbers today. Our turn comes later. Remember, ours kicks in Wednesday through Saturday. So I want to just dive right into that. Thursday's high in the city could be 100. Thursday's high in Ocean County could be 104. And even out on the island, Bayshore, you could be at 95. Those are temperatures. What's your hypothalamus think? Here's what it thinks. Feels like 111 in Tom's River. So that's what this is going to be about. Hazy, hot, and humid. With all of those ingredients, you have the chance of pop-up storms. Tuesday a little bit more than tomorrow, and then Thursday into Saturday, each day probably a 10 to 20% chance of showers or thunderstorms. Our concern, though, is going to be the excessive heat and the combination of temperatures at 100 and humidity values making it feel like 105 to 110 plus. Obviously, we'll be watching it, but I want to welcome in Mike Sheehan, who is the historian for the Stony Point Battlefield Park, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, real quickly, where in the world are we? What are we standing on?
We are standing on Flesh Number 1. This was a British position built in June of 1779. This platform we're standing on actually had a 12-pounder. And
so wait, so that's what these, it was tethered because of the recoil, and it was firing that way, right?
Yes, so those would bring the gun back into battery after it was fired so the men could easily reload it.
So this is what is fascinating. This thing's pointing that way. Where did the Americans come from?
The Americans actually went through the Hudson River right down here and went about 200 yards from where we're standing and stormed up the hill with fixed bayonets, unloaded weapons, and took this place in about 25 minutes.
They were told not to even load their weapons?
They were under strict orders and penalty of death to not even load.
Wow, because last weekend we're at the Battle of Monmouth, and it was all about noise, noise, noise. You had the cannons. You had a lot of musket firing. Here, it's a whole different story.
Whole different story. The Americans assaulted with just fixed bayonets. The British, of course, were firing on them, but it's so difficult to imagine coming up a hill. You just got news that this is what you're doing for the night, and you're being fired at, and you're not allowed to return fire. It's just incredible what these guys accomplished.
I love that. I love all the pictures you shared with us. So we're going to continue our journey up the hill, go to the lighthouse. We want to explore the lighthouse and talk about what heat may do to some of the displays here this week. Right now, though, we'll storm the hills and send it back to you guys in the studio.
So much history, John Elliott. Thank you. We'll check back in with you again shortly in the day, certainly. Though the temperatures, John, aren't going to pop out at you. It's that the dew point, as you've been saying all morning, is up near close to the temperature numbers, and that's always a recipe for being sweaty.
But I do want to stress, though, that there is the possibility when you have the kind of lift we have, even with highs just in the low 80s, with the kind of available moisture, there are going to be some pop-up showers today. It's not yesterday. It's not the kind of coverage or duration. But when we say the weather's going to cooperate, it is for the most part. But you got to be mindful that with the next few days, in fact, with this kind of heat and humidity, there's always the possibility of a summer pop-up shower. In our full forecast, we'll talk about we'll walk through the future cast. Real quickly, I just want to say on our roof camera on the tracker, you can see beautiful stone formations everywhere here. That's why it's called Stony Point. Out into the Hudson, you've got all of these stone outcroppings. But I want to point out, too, we were just standing right over there. What you're seeing right over there, that's flesh number 1, where the British had the cannons, and the area where we're standing, that's where the Americans snuck up. However, the British had cut everything down. So these patriots were totally exposed when they were sneaking up on the British. I mean, that's why. When I was a kid, my dad would take me to places where history was made. That's why I hope you can do the same. All right, so we're not making history yet, but we're likely going to see some records this week, temperature-wise. Let's talk about those temperatures. It's muggy. You've got numbers like this around the area, 60s and 70s. We've popped 70 there, Bayshore. Central Park has 71. Dew points are not that far behind. I mean, they're not that far behind. So when the temperature and the dew point are close, you have low levels of fog, low levels of cloud, which equals fog, more pronounced through parts of Putnam, over into Orange County, definitely here in parts of Rockland as well. So much better for the island and much of New Jersey. Don't forget sunscreen. It's way up. Burn time 20 minutes. You're going to be sweating, so you got to reapply. Today, yeah, feels like the low 80s. Next few days going to feel like the low 100s. We'll talk about it and continue our journey up the hill at the Stony Point Battlefield. Right now, though, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, John, we'll check back in with you on your progress up the hill in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Well, you know, that fear is well-founded because that can be quite a shock to your system. We talk about that, too, when folks are getting into the ocean because there's a big change in air temperature and water temperature. But still, encourage your kids to learn how to swim. Just real quickly, I want to set the scene here. Obviously, this is the Hudson. If you can follow around, you see that marina there, but you follow that line, and then you may see coming out of that, the landmass over there, a water tower. North of that is Havistraw. And then everything south is actually the town of Stony Point. Of course, Stony Point is this big point coming out leading into the Hudson, and that's why it was so vital. This is just an amazing spot. I keep promising you that we're going to go to the lighthouse, but everywhere you look, it's a postcard. All right, we're going to talk about what happened right here on this spot and why it was so important in a minute, but let's get you ready for the pool or the Mets, or whatever you've got going. Going to the parade, remember, could see an interruption shower. Hey, that looks a lot better. Look at, there's a lot better. I mean, there's still some low clouds out there. Things are going to just mix away, and we're going to see better conditions. Still mostly cloudy. Wind is calm. Doesn't help to mix away the fog, and visibility is still a concern. It's better up here, definitely. Ooh, look at White Plains. Look at the big jump you've had. Kingston still is about quarter-mile visibility. So the focus is still here in the cooler Hudson Valley, cooler temperature, high dew points. That's fog. Big view. It's a ridge building in, but moisture lift and instability, that's all you need for a thunderstorm. That's why we have to leave a meager rain chance in each and every time. For the month of June, we're actually doing okay, but for the year, it's still a big deficit, so we need the rain. Well, I got to tell you, summer thunderstorms are not the best way to chip away at that deficit, and that's what we have. Basically just a spot chance, but it's warm and humid today, tomorrow, Tuesday, a fulcrum of sorts, because I think Wednesday, you're really going to feel it. So it's a dress rehearsal first few days, and you are going to change the way you dress. Feels like 105 to 110 each afternoon. Please be careful. Sometimes you're sick and you don't even know you're sick. These extreme heat watches already posted. They will likely blanket the area, and I think much of the East Coast. It's a huge heat dome. The only kind of respite would be right along the coast. 82 today. It's the brighter half of the weekend. Isolated shower. Should be okay for the Mets, though. And again, for the parade, too, it would just be a brief passing shower. What a drag, though, if it isn't humid enough already. And then the 7-day forecast, those big numbers coming in starting Wednesday. I want to show you real quickly before we jump back here. Last weekend, we were at the Battle of Monmouth. The Battle of Monmouth was this massive battle. What they do there is a reenactment. So Vince and I both stayed around. It was amazing. The artillery and the musket play and the way the reenactors, these actors, are so committed to historical accuracy. And the historian here, Mike Sheehan, you've done that reenactment at Monmouth, right?
Oh, for many years, absolutely. I'm on one of those cannon crews.
Now, this battle totally different. Where we're standing right here, is this where the Patriots came up from the river?
Right where we are is where General Lane's column came up, just up the slope right behind us here. 700 men with fixed bayonets. Remember, they're not to return fire. They are under fire from the British. And as you said, there was absolutely no trees, no coverage. These men just rushed on like devils and got the job done.
So, I mean, as we look here, and then this beautiful view here, people underestimate how important the Hudson River was for both sides, and whoever won the Hudson won the war, right?
Essentially, the Hudson was the split between the northern New England colonies and then the middle and southern colonies. Yeah. So possessing the Hudson was critical to either army.
And that's why West Point is where it is and why it's so crucial. I love some of the photos that you've shared with us are so compelling. What's going on here this week and what's going on here on the 4th?
So this weekend is just a normal, we have our military camp open. Museum is still temporarily closed, but open shortly in a few weeks. For 4th of July, we will be doing a reading of the Declaration at 2:45, followed by musket volleys. Whoa. And our full camp and activities, and on July the 18th, we'll celebrate our battle anniversary. So we'll have more reenactors here, craftspeople. It's just going to be a lot of fun.
Man, that's great. And you if it's excessive heat, you would dial some of this back?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm wearing my lighthouse keeper's uniform, and it's wool, so it's a little warm right now. But yeah, safety first for everybody. Yeah. But we would do limited things. But for the 250th, we will not go without marking the day.
Well, I love this. As we toss back to you, I just want to share, this is so beautiful here. We are going to get up to the lighthouse and talk about some of the other history, but just savor it, soak it in. It feels so good, and it looks great up here at Stony Point. We're going to have more fun coming up right now, though. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, we're taking in the view from here in studio, but I know being there is just even more breathtaking.
Yeah, and there's nothing quite like being told that right where you're standing, something historical happened, and that is the case where John Elliott is today at Stony Point. So, John, thank you. And the history there that there is to be learned about, and you've made your way over to the tents.
I got to tell you, it's just everywhere you look, it's another postcard, but everywhere you look, it's another chapter. So, I mean, sometimes you might want to talk to a counselor if you're ever too tense, but these tents, you'll get that a little bit later. I just want to give you kind of the perspective on these things. So, I don't know, Vince and I were working on this. They would put, so you see, I'm a short guy. I mean, I'm a short guy. They would put 6 men in each of these tents, 6 men, and it would be head to toe and then head to toe. So you would alternate back and forth. So every time you roll over in your sleep, you're smelling another guy's feet. But that's how cramped the quarters were, unless obviously you were an officer. Now, Washington, if you guys want to have fun with your kids, some of the homes that he visited, the whole thing about George Washington slept here, that's because he was usually in a home. But it just makes you, again, appreciate the sacrifice that these patriots went through to secure our liberty and independence. Also, I wanted to show you this. Come on in, Vince. So obviously you see this, the shine here. This is dew. So let's go from dew to dew point. The dew point is when, if the temperature hits the dew point, you get condensation, just like that. That's why your shoes are wet. And that's why we have some fog, too. I do want to round up some of the numbers for you as we look at the dew points right now. Upper 50s, upper 60s, pretty close to temperatures. That's why fog is more of an issue up here. Temperatures in parts of the Hudson Valley, like Kingston's at 64. Kingston had some really nasty fog last time we checked in. It's not that much better. Still quarter-mile visibility. And now look at Sussex, parts of northwest Jersey. It's quiet right now, but with heat and humidity, stray interruption shower can't be ruled out. Will not be widespread, but what you're going to be feeling is the heat. We're going to talk about it and spread a little bit more light on the Hudson Valley with a beautiful historic lighthouse too. Right now, though, right back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, John. And Stony Point with a little bit of history as well, John.
I got to tell you, I mean, it's almost hard to get the perspective of where I am right now, because if Vince backs up anymore, he's going to go tumbling into the Hudson. So this is the second oldest lighthouse in New York State. Bonus points if you know the oldest lighthouse. Also, we have another camera, the good old weather tracker camera, on the flip side, gives you a sense of the scope of this lighthouse. If you take the, so this is the shot. Now, I don't know if I can actually be in, I don't know if you can see me, but this is the scope of this thing. I mean, it's not a massive lighthouse, but it's just positioned perfectly to illuminate and serve as a navigation aid. And then as I look to the north, I see the bend, and then that's where you're heading up to West Point. So Indian Point is right there, and then West Point is right there. Wow, that's just blowing my mind. That is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to kind of put it in perspective, help you get your bearings, and talk about the history of this lighthouse and how it contributes to this great historic spot as well. That's a lovely shot, Vince. I love that. And you can see, I mean, we're starting to see a lot more sun up here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the temps and what they're going to do this week. We are dealing with humid conditions. Want to make sure that you are ready for that. View right there, a little farther south. That's interesting. Numbers are going to be challenging. Not so much today, but definitely over the next few days. 71's the current observation in the park with a calm wind. You don't mix away the low clouds, but they will mix away as the temperatures and dew points spread. However, start spreading the news. It is going to be humid over the next few days. I want to remind you, we're also going to see, with that humid air mass, increasing temperatures. Today's the better half of the weekend. Stray shower can't be ruled out, won't be widespread. Tomorrow, probably the best of the week. There's this chance you'll see a pop-up shower, but it's just a chance. Golf game, hey, kids, summer vacation, great. Have some fun Monday. Tuesday, we start to heat up. Then this is the problem, because you're at 88 on Tuesday. Peak heat of the week will likely be Thursday at 100 degrees. But you've got to remember, when we have dew points 60 to 70, it's going to feel like potentially 108 degrees in the city. You've got to remember, friction is a big part of movement of the wind. Wind is not going to help you at all. So in the city, I mean, this is very serious. I'm sure cooling centers, not only in the city but around the area, will help to keep people safe. Today, 82 with a pop-up shower possible. 7-day details shows the impressive and, I mean, dangerous heat. I know we get in trouble because it's like, oh, you're, over sensationalizing this. When you have 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 days at 90 plus, this takes a toll. So I want to make sure that you're ready for it. It's going to be expensive. AC is going to have to run high. That means you're going to have to run the laundry late or pass a couple of days, because the power grid is really going to take a stress. And then for the 4th, too, talking about the possibility of thunderstorms. Mike, I'm just like loving this. First off, I don't know if Vince can do this. Where are we? What are we looking at here?
So right across the river, we're looking at for Plank in the town of Cortland. Mm-hmm. And if we're looking due north, that is Dunderberg Mountain. At the tip of it is Jones Point, and then that opens up into Peekskill Bay.
And then how many miles to West Point?
From here, it's a straight shot at 12 miles to West Point.
And West Point is is it the narrowest part of the Hudson?
West Point is a very narrow part of the Hudson, but as they go way, way up past Albany, then it gets much narrower.
But West Point was crucial for the Revolution. Now this, and again, we might have to use the other camera from the other direction. How old is this lighthouse?
This lighthouse is 200 years old this year. That's why I'm wearing this uniform today, to celebrate not only the 250th, but the opportunity we have to celebrate the bicentennial of this lighthouse.
Today is its birthday?
December.
This year. It's 200 years old.
200 years old.
Second oldest lighthouse. What's the oldest lighthouse in New York?
That would be Montauk.
And these are both. Is this still a navigation aid? Is there still any kind of? It's automated?
No, this is just a historic structure at this point. Yeah. There is a modern aid to navigation the Coast Guard operates, but not up here.
That would be closer to the right out actually in the river, right?
Right at the very tip of the point. You can really only see it if you're on a boat in the river.
And then what's the oldest lighthouse along the East Coast?
That would be Sandy Hook. The Boston Light went in first, but the structure that's there now is a later building.
Okay, what's it like when families explore and discover this stuff?
People come here and they're shocked for the views. Number one, they love the history. They don't expect to see the stories of the lightkeepers, their families, the soldiers who fought here, and just how critical Stony Point was to not only the American Revolution, but building the Empire State.
Yeah.
You know, the navigation of the Hudson was just so critical and this lighthouse and so many others helped that.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio, but Vince, to the best ability you can, paint a picture. Not only do they love the history, but look at the views. It's just beautiful up here. We're going to have more from the battlefield site, but also more from the town of Stony Point and how we're getting folks excited about a scavenger hunt. Right now, though, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
I will say it's just beautiful. I know it's a hazy morning, but the sunlight against the water is especially beautiful in these conditions. John Elliott, thank you. We appreciate it. Day forecast, well, John will show you in our next half hour. John, we've got a stretch of first alert weather days that may end up being a heat wave, but so far today it is a little more comfortable than that in Stony Point, where you are, with the beautiful view of the Hudson behind you.
And did somebody say socks? So yes, of course.
I knew he was showing off his
socks.
socks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at those things. And my buddy Suzanne Donahue hooked me up with I've got a whole week's worth of patriotic socks. So yabba dabba do. Just to sock it to you. So this again, through this kind of silhouette arch of trees, that's where the Hudson bends and heads up to West Point. Obviously, you guys are down that way. Sun is coming up. It's just beautiful here. We've hit the highest point of the battlefield. So I've been told by my new best friend Mike that we can get right to Kayak Beach during this hour, so we're going to try and do that as well. Let's get you ready for the day. I'm overdressed, but I usually am. Temperatures are starting to work their way up, and it's just accentuated by these dew points. Air temperature observations, mid-60s to low 70s, but dew points are also in the 60s, that tropical feel. Look at that. The dew point in the city is almost at 70. Ugh, that is soupy. So visibility is, wow, still struggling just to our north here along the Hudson. Your day today is, have to leave in the possibility of a pop-up shower. Won't be widespread. More in the way of cloud cover right now, central South Jersey. I just want to show you, your high today of 82 will feel warmer with the dew point. Look at these numbers. Peak heat probably Thursday, cooler by 20 by Monday. But when's the last time we hit 100 in the city? We'll talk about that and go on a scavenger hunt too. Right now, though, we'll send it right back to you guys in the studio.
All right. I love the way the sun was shining on you at the start of this shot, where you were showing off your socks and the sun is just bright and shining on you, John. Breathtaking. We'll see you in a bit.
As it should be. Yep. Again, with the beautiful views, and we're learning more about the Revolutionary War history at the site that John's at today.
Revolutionary War history, but also just the history of this region and this part of New York. So we've already been to the Arch. We've already been up to the lighthouse. This is the William and Sarah Teaneck, or Tenike, I have it, and their relatives named the town of Teaneck. Huh, who knew? Everywhere you go, they're very thoughtful displays because they put you right in the spot where you are as we not only celebrate the Revolutionary win, but this beautiful spot of our area. All right, let's talk about our weather. It's going to be hot and very challenging this week. So let's get the brains going. Make sure you take care of yourself. Watch out for the kids. Watch out for mom and dad. Watch out for the pets. Watch out for the power, because I think you're going to start getting advisories about the passing on laundry or not running the dishwasher too. Mostly cloudy and 71 right now. Winds are calm, not helping to mix away the morning gray. Let's see. You know, it's better in Kingston. Kingston's finally over a mile. Hey, Sussex, you've got a much better report. That is the trend. You mix away the clouds. You don't necessarily burn them off. You have to see that temperature dew point spread. This is the Futurecast. Let's talk about the parade. See what I mean? My concern is going to be a brief shower around Teaneck, or maybe Roseland or Livingston, or up here in Stony Point too. But those would be passing showers, not like the dreary stuff we had yesterday. Even a pop-up storm tonight. Monday probably is going to be the pick of the week with the least activity. With the heat and humidity, each day is going to serve up the possibility of a storm. The other thing we've got to talk about is the heat, the heat, the heat. So the heat is going to be brutal, and it is going to be long-term for the week. It doesn't start really till Wednesday. You can look at this. We shared this before. Wednesday, 98. Peak heat is going to be Thursday at 100. Ugh. Not that much better Friday. 4th of July, Saturday, a wee bit better. Last time we had 100 in the city was July 18, 2012. That was a long time ago, and we're probably going to see it. If I were a betting man, and I'm not, bet on a heat wave. And remember, those real field numbers could be in excess of 110 this week. 7-day details shows not only those first alert weather days for heat and humidity, but also pop-up storms. I want to welcome in the town supervisor of Stony Point, Amy Stam. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
First off, how sweet is it to be in this wonderful spot?
It is so nice to be here, and admittedly, I haven't been up here in quite some time, so this worked out perfect.
But growing up here, I know so many people have so many great stories. I love what your town is doing. What's the scavenger hunt all about?
So we decided to celebrate America 250 to have a historical themed scavenger hunt that groups can participate in over the course of either one day or several days, whatever works for them. We have 16 groups participating with about 75 members. We have 46 clues, which are largely historical in theme, and 11 hidden Liberty Bell clues scattered throughout.
Wait a minute. Are they actual Liberty Bells, or how does? Well, I don't want to give it away.
It's a Liberty Bell flyer that people can spot at local establishments.
Wow. And again, it goes through middle part of July, but we may extend this, right?
I would like to see if there's a way, since it's been so successful, for groups, let's say in the fall, if there's a school group that wants to participate, that they still have the opportunity to do so. So I'll be.
Can I see the coin real quick?
Yes, this is
Vince,
our challenge coin.
I know this is going to be tough, but they also have merch. They've got challenge coin. They've got some hats and stuff. What's the best website to reach you and find out about this stuff?
Anyone who's interested in the merchandise can send an email to info@stonypointpal.org.
I love it. I love it. Well, Amy's going to stick around because we're going to go to the water, and I believe Miss New York is going to show up. So that's the way we roll here in Stony Point. Right now, though, we'll roll it back to you guys in the studio.
Stony Point to bring that to us. Learning so much this morning. And John, I know you have a lot to talk about the week ahead as well.
I got to tell you, learning so much about Stony Point. And again, I plead ignorance, and I'm ashamed of this, but if you follow some of this, the outcropping here, huge brick industry in this part of the state, Haverstraw and Stony Point, some remnants of that still here. We're at Kayak Beach. Now the technology I am well versed in is our First Alert weather tracker. We have a camera mounted on top of that, which I think with the push of a button, you can see me on that camera. Of course, we can't bring the truck all the way down here, but that's why we love that truck, because you can see that shot. In fact, I'm looking to see, see, that's me waving down there. So there's the Hudson behind me, and then when you take Vince's camera, look at the lighting. It's just a beautiful day. Want to encourage you, though, let's start thinking heat. Let's start thinking numbers. Temperatures right now, you know, they're pretty comfortable. It's very humid. I'll show you the dew points in a second. Temperature right now in the city is 71. It's probably about 68 here. Dew points not that far behind. That's why you're going to be sweating today. With the available moisture at the lowest levels, with the heat, could see a pop-up shower or storm. We'll do the futurecast one more time before we leave. But remember, we are going to see more heat this week. Not so much today. Not so much tomorrow, not so much Tuesday. National Weather Service is already posting advisories in our area for the second half of the week with the possibility of real field numbers at 110 plus. We are going to wrap it up with another historic tour of Stony Point and also, I'm told, Miss New York. I don't know. It's live TV. Right now, though, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, thank you, John. Point. I believe you have Miss New York with you. Good morning, Miss New York.
Well, one of us has a tiara on. I can't look at you're on TV right now. This is Madison O. Are we the first interview you've done as Miss New York 2026?
Yes, I've been here for a couple hours. I'm so excited to be here.
You were crowned last night?
Life-changing. I'm still speechless.
Are you exhausted?
Yes, but I will sleep after this is all done.
Okay, rising senior at Columbia, right?
Yes.
But as Miss New York, now you're an ambassador. So you have it's a year commitment, right?
Yes, I'm excited to travel across the state.
Wow, well, and then when do you compete for Miss USA?
In August for Miss America.
Oh, did I just mess up? It's Miss America, right? It's Miss America 250. What are you most looking forward to?
100% spreading my message about service and getting out into the community to meet people. I'm so excited.
So I've had the privilege of working with pageants in the past, and I like the focus on scholarship, also the focus on, you know, she's already passed the first test. She got to meet Vince. What would you say to somebody who's watching this to tell them, you know, the value of pageants, not only in your life, but in the lives of all the folks that participate?
The Miss America opportunity is a scholarship program that encourages women to follow success, show their own style, and most importantly, join the sisterhood, because this has been the most life-changing week for me.
She's very good, isn't she? I mean, there's no teleprompter. It's very good. So I know you got to go. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I mean, I know we'll be seeing a lot more of you. Very exciting. Right now, though, from Miss New York to Mr. Jersey and your forecast. So here's the deal. I want to talk about the beach. We're right here on the Hudson, but if you're going to the beach, great. Jersey Shore, fine. No rip currents, and no rip currents for the south-facing beaches of Long Island. Please, please, please remember UV index, burn time 20 minutes, so you want to make sure that you're ready for that. Great day for the beach, but you've got to get ready. Later this week, it's going to be challenging at the beach, at the pool. Just a spot shower chance, really each and every day. Warm and humid, dangerous heat begins Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday are a dress rehearsal. Get ready to dress for it. It's going to feel like 105 to 110 each afternoon. World Cup, going to be hot. Pop-up storm, yes. Not quite at 90, but it's going to feel like 95 by Tuesday. National Weather Service has posted heat advisory for parts of our area. Trust me, Vanessa might even have an update on this tonight. This will likely expand. With limited exception, it's going to feel like 100. Parts of the Jersey Shore could feel like 110, and yeah, it's a duration event. That's the problem, because we're dealing with day after day of heat and humidity. So please be careful, and that's the fourth. Mike, Amy, I can't thank you enough. First off, as I talk to you, go ahead and roll that beautiful Stony Point footage. That is something Rockland County put together. 4 amazing videos. You see the super right there on the screen. That's where you can find it on YouTube. People don't realize how much history is up here, do they?
No, I mean, Rockland County is one of the crossroads of the Revolution, because with the King's Ferry here, Stony Point, the whole Arnold and Andre affair, Andre being hanged in Japan. I mean, we have everything in this county. And
we've got to remember, you know, we've talked pretty good detail about the battle here. Washington was part of that. Sure, it was Wayne, but it was Washington too.
Yeah, Washington and Wayne planned the battle together, and then 2 days after the battle, Washington was here himself to oversee some of the taking away of the prisoners and He wanted to oversee the attack on Verplank across the river, which collapsed. But the Battle of Stony Point was a victory.
I still like that guy. Amy, thank you so much. Here, come this way. I want to see your beautiful face. Look at that lighting on her. What do you love about Rocky Point?
Stony Point is.
What do you love about Rocky Point? What do you love about Stony Point?
Is so rich in history, and the battlefield just plays such a big part of that. But aside from the battlefield, Stony Point is a town where, if you're from Stony Point, you're proud to be from Stony Point, and our residents, I think, display that in their service to our community and in their love of the history here.
I love Stony Point. Rocky Point, thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
And Mike, thanks a lot. What time's the park open today?
We open at noon today.
Noon today. All right, stay cool, everybody. But God bless America. Happy birthday, America. And make the trip. It is worth it as we send you back down the Hudson to you guys in the studio.
And congratulations to Madison on winning Miss New York last night. Wishing her the best on her road to Miss America.
Fantastic stuff, John Elliott, as always. Thank you.